West Ham have officially completed the signing of Said Benrahma. Guys, welcome back to the channel. Make sure you hit a video a like. Make sure you subscribe for more West Ham content. What a day it has been at West Ham. What a day it has been to be a West Ham supporter. And when I mean what a day, I do not mean it in a good way. And I feel like, I'm more relieved than excited right now. This was supposed to be a signing, Said Benrahma, that, injects enthusiasm, injects excitement into West Ham fans. Seeing a player in a similar mould of Dimitri Payet, gets bums off seats, likes to dribble with the ball, likes to entertain fans, likes to nutmeg. Hopefully he doesn't turn out like Felipe Anderson, because obviously Felipe Anderson was also good at nutmegging people. However, I feel more relieved. Like, I've sort of got over the fact that Said Benrahma is now a West Ham player, because yesterday, it all seemed rosy. That we were going to wake up at 8 or 9 o'clock this morning with Said Benrahma standing there with a West Ham shirt. We was going to all enjoy our day. However, West Ham have just always seemed to turn what seems a simple transfer into something very, very complex and just a very, very stressful day. Now, what is the arrangement regarding the Said Benrahma transfer to West Ham? He is going to be signing on a loan with an obligation to buy. West Ham are going to be paying £4 million up front to Brentford. West Ham will then be paying £21 million to Brentford at the end of this season, and then £5 million in clauses. And they're supposed to be clauses that are pretty much achievable. Maybe getting a certain amount of assists, get a certain amount of goals in certain appearances, maybe play a certain amount of games for Algeria. So they're supposed to be clauses that are supposed to reflect, his ability and how achievable they are. Now, let's talk about this transfer, because I do want to talk about Said Benrahma and what he's actually going to bring to West Ham. Someone with flair, someone who's very good at dribbling, gets in between the ball and the man, very good at nutmegging. But however, as much as I do want to talk about him, what he would bring to West Ham, I just feel relieved, and I feel like the events that have happened today sort of overshadow this signing. At the end of the day, we have signed someone, yes, who's got very good ability, but we've known for how long since Diangana, right, has left, that we needed to replace him. Right, Felipe Anderson left last week. So why West Ham have decided, you know what, we're going to wait till the last day, book in 2 medicals for Thursday and Friday, and drag this out as much as possible. And the reason why it's a loan deal as well, instead of a straight permanent transfer, yes, he is pretty much a permanent transfer because it's an obligation to buy. West Ham have to buy him at the end of next season, is because they didn't have enough time for the medical. Well, if they planned in front, planned ahead, there would be no such thing as no time for a medical, and they would be able to address the minor issues in his medical. So let's talk about everything that's happened today, everything that's happened the last couple of days. So 1 or 2 days ago, it was reported that West Ham had agreed a fee of £25 million up front, plus £5 million in clauses to Brentford. And those clauses, as I was saying, were supposed to be pretty simple to achieve. However, there seemed to be a stall. It looked like the deal was going to be off because Benrahma was owed certain clauses or a loyalty bonus from Brentford in the region of about £500,000. Yes, £500,000 in a reflection of a £30 million deal probably doesn't seem a lot. However, someone that's earning £13,000 a week at Brentford probably is a lot of money. So Benrahma felt he was owed that 500 grand and he wanted his money. Okay, fair enough. If Brentford owe him that for loyalty bonus for what he's done for the club, then, they've paid it. So it looked like it was all solved. Brentford agreed to pay the £500,000, and literally all it looked like was dotting the I's, crossing the T's, and Benrahma was going to be a West Ham player. So the medical stage, the medical process started yesterday. He had his first part of his medical. We all thought, he was going to sign last night. Ex-WHU employee tweeted out saying there could have been announcement. There could be an announcement yesterday, Benrahma being a West Ham player. However, that did not happen. Then there was talk, right, that he was going to have a part 2 of a medical. For why they split medicals up, I'm not too sure. I've never heard of it, right? However, they split the medical up in 2, and he was supposed to do his second medical today. Again, cross the I's, dot the T's, whatever it is, and sign a contract West Ham. Ex-WHU employee tweeted out again saying that only the contract is needed to do, and he will be pretty much a West Ham player. However, reports come, I don't know what time it was, maybe early afternoon, midday, that Said Benrahma failed his medical, or there was a concern in his medical. Jim White, TalkSport, The Mirror, it was broken from Darren Lewis, I think, from The Mirror, that he had failed his medical, and it turned out to be true. Now, when we dig deeper about why he failed his medical, there was rumours. Was it a long-term knee problem? Was there something physically wrong with him that maybe Benrahma didn't know about? Like, you see those heart problems that you see in footballers a lot these days that you don't actually know until you've actually undergone a medical. Was it something to do like that? Was there something deeper that maybe he didn't know that he had? However, it turns out that there was something wrong with his blood. Now, apparently, according to the blood charts, apparently blood, right, and whatever blood you've got, I don't know, I'm not a doctor, isn't really that important when it comes to medicals. So maybe because Benrahma might have known of this blood issue or blood type, whatever it is, because he didn't disclose it before the medical, he therefore cancelled his medical. Because apparently, if you know you've got an ankle injury, but before the medical you tell the doctor, by the way, I've got a bit of an ankle injury here, then you won't fail the medical because you've already told them or disclosed that you've got a problem or you've got an issue. Well, anyway, so West Ham used that as a bargaining chip to sort of try and bring the price down from the already agreed 25 million plus 5 million in clauses to maybe a lower fee. And it looked like the deal was off. Everyone was saying, West Ham are not going to be signing Benrahma. It looks like it's off. Then West Ham have come out of nowhere and gone, you know what, we'll take him on a loan with an obligation to buy. Now, where has this come from? And I'm going to talk about a little bit later about the PR, that everything that West Ham will pretty much represent now. And apparently, it looks like it was going to be off. However, Said Benrahma was that adamant that he wanted to join West Ham, that he wanted to join David Moyes' West Ham, that it was Said Benrahma's persistence with that. He pretty much begged Brentford to let him go to West Ham. Because, of course, why would Brentford want to accept, a deal that means they're going to receive their money next season when they've pretty much already agreed a deal that meant that that £25 million was guaranteed right now. So in January, they could reinvest that into the squad. So now their money, they're going to get it because it's an obligation. West Ham have to sign him, similar to the Sukik situation. We had to sign Sukik if we stayed up in the Premier League. They're just going to receive their money now and not receive their money next season and not now. So due to Said Benrahma's persistence, we have agreed a fee or a loan deal with an obligation to buy 4 million up front, 21 million next season, and 5 million in add-ons, totaling £30 million. So the overall package is still the same, just the structure is very different. Now, I want to talk about sort of, why Benrahma wanted to join West Ham, because, he wanted to join West Ham. And yes, there's other motivations, such as he's tripled his wages. Apparently, he's on around about 13 to 15 grand a week at Brentford. So joining West Ham from a money-wise, it makes sense for his family, for him to join West Ham, because, the money going from 13 grand a week or 15 grand a week, whatever the figure is, to then triple it at 45, 50, it's a lot of money. Like if I was in a position where I got asked to triple my money to do the same job, pretty sure you guys would do exactly the same thing. So I know maybe people would be like, well, the motivation was there because of money. However, when you look at it, West Ham at the moment, on the pitch, we are performing very well. We've turned results around, picking up 2 very good wins against Leicester and Wolves. And on the pitch, West Ham and the way we are playing probably is kind of attractive. However, looking from the outside in and just looking at West Ham as a PR, just as a club, negotiating transfers, we're on absolute shambles. I don't really want this video to be a rant. However, I feel like today's events sort of have overshadowed the signing of Said Benrahma. All coming from, David Sullivan going on TalkSport saying, we've got a 40 million transfer budget. Firstly, what chairman does that? And then, no wonder why West Ham, maybe as a club, are disliked by a lot of other clubs, a lot of other chairmen, and they don't want to do business with West Ham because, quite frankly, we are embarrassing. I think the XWTU employee tweeted out about a week ago saying that the Brentford owners don't actually like dealing in negotiations with West Ham. And I think it might have been because we were interested in Watkins, but we give them an offer that was apparently, really, really bad. And they found it insulting. And that does not surprise me. When you think about all the players that West Ham want, like James Tarkowski, Burnley wanted 40 million. Okay. We've gone, here's 25 million. We know it's going to be rejected, but we've tried. They've probably done the same with Ollie Watkins. They've probably done the same with Benrahma earlier in the window, where we've sort of bid in 17 million, but really they want 30, and we've sort of just an insulting offer. And, it is very common for West Ham, and West Ham are known for sort of underbidding and undervaluing players when the opposition team value them at a certain price. And this, and to be a West Ham fan, yes, the results on the pitch are very well, but quite frankly, I'm embarrassed, really, to be involved with a club that from the outside looking in, a lot of chairmen are probably looking at West Ham like, you know what, I don't really want to deal with them. And you think the amount of chairmen that are going to look at this transfer day today, whether, you know, there is an underlying issue regarding Benrahma's blood and that it could be a severe, you know, condition down the line. We don't know. We don't know the deeper and the finer details. However, if you're just a chairman looking in and you're thinking, well, suddenly West Ham agreed to 25 million plus clauses, 30 million in total, then because, you know, this blood and this failed medical, they've suddenly tried to bring that price down. Then they've gone with a loan with an obligation to buy. Then they even tried their luck with a loan with an option to buy. And you've only got to look that this does affect future transfer dealings for West Ham. For example, come January, right, Brentford are playing really well. And there's a player I like at Brentford called, what's his name? Oh, the Henry and Odgaard or something. Norgard, that's his name, Norgard. Come, you know, January, West Ham looking for another extra centre midfielder. Noble's legs are going. Cullen has left. We like the look of Norgard from Brentford, right? Why will Brentford deal with West Ham again based on previous, you know, relationships? You see a lot of clubs these days that, you know, West Ham seems to have building a rapport with Slavia Prague, bringing on Sukek and Kufal, but from here, from England, it doesn't seem like we are in a lot of clubs' good books. And that is the worrying thing about this. Yes, we've got our man. We have got Said Benrahma. And there was a lot of concern. Yes, we were going to sign him. But if this deal was an option to buy, that he would have a fantastic season. And the thing is with an option to buy is that come the end of it, if Benrahma goes, you know what, I don't actually want to sign for West Ham, and there was other clubs interested, he could go to someone else. All an option to buy means is that West Ham probably have first refusal to buy him. Where an obligation to buy is that Benrahma's agreed in principle that he will join West Ham on a permanent transfer, and next year West Ham have to sign him for the agreed transfer. And knowing West Ham at the moment, we'll probably fail transfer instalments. We all know we failed transfer instalments for Haller, you know, the dodgy business we've done with Benrahma so far and this Benrahma transfer saga. So it only complicates and affects maybe future relationships and building rapport with other clubs when trying to sign players. So that is my, you know, I don't want to go too much of a tangent. It just seems to be that at the moment, this board just seems to ruin everything that West Ham fans are excited for. This was supposed to be a signing, you know, would make your day. You'd wake up, Benrahma's there with a shirt, you go to work, you come back, you enjoy your Friday evening. However, it has just been a Friday full of stress. Are we going to actually bring anyone in? Is Josh King, you know, there was up in the air if that Josh King was going to join, that he was going to come down from a medical, you know, be a backup, or if in case the Benrahma deal didn't go. And you know what makes it worse, I think, as well, that I didn't even touch upon, right? Everyone was reporting that it was a failed medical. David Moyes comes out in the press at half one and says, no, he didn't fail his medical. So what is it? Did he fail his medical? Did he not? Because it feels like the owners or, you know, the leagues inside the club saying that he did fail his medical. Then you've got the manager of the football club, the spearhead, the figurehead of this football club, right, says he isn't. And I think that just shows the embarrassingness. Is that even a word? The embarrassingness. Well, let's just say it's an absolute shambles, guys. That is going to be the end of the video. Said Benrahma has joined West Ham on loan, obligation to join next season. 4 million up front, 21 million next season with further 5 million in adults. Guys, if you're new to the channel, support West Ham, want to see more West Ham content, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I'll check your next video. See you later.